industry for past, and I work in Bangalore for a telecom company. My passion is basically technology and teaching. So I just discover through book club and all this thing that I'm good at teaching and explaining things. So that's my passion, and that was before also. Like I was not knowing it, but unknowingly I was doing this thing. So I just whatever I learned through books or through life, I just wanted I just find a way to express it. So today my topic is from the book Mindset that I just wanted to discuss. So I just took some learning out of it, and I made a slide that I share. So I'll just quickly share my slide. I'll share my screen. Karthik, I am not able to share. Yeah, now I can share. So let me know when you see. Okay. Are you able to see?
Yes, we can see.
So start the slideshow from the beginning. Okay. So what is mindset? Mindset is basically pre-state of our mind that we all have some belief, some precondition that we use in our life to make decision. This mindset can help us how to handle the failure, and through experience and training, we can achieve whatever we want in our life. So we have two kind of mindset, and these two kind of mindset determine how we see the world and how a simple belief can affect your whole life. One is called fixed mindset, which creates an urgency to prove yourself. So let's take an example. From our childhood, we have been pushed to do better in our grades, to do better in sports, or to do better from other kids. Our parents also, they often say that, "Beta, study hard, get good grades, so that one day you will get good marks," right? So they say these things, and we also somehow believe that those are the things that will obviously makes us successful. So that is fixed mindset. Second is, it also believe that we have fixed amount of intelligence. So our intelligence, our IQ is fixed. That is unchangeable. You need to have this says that you have to be successful, or if you are not successful, you are failure. So there are two choices, basically binary choices. Either you are successful or either you are failure. If you are topper in the class, then you are successful. If you are third or fourth, then for some people it might be a failure, or some people it might be okay. So most of the cases, if you are not good at grades, that means you are failure. It also avoid enjoying and learning. So let's say in your childhood, if you play too much, if you enjoy some other activity other than studies, you have been told that you should not do it. Otherwise, you will not study, you will not get good grades. So it avoid enjoying and learning. That is very crucial, but it avoid that. We have to prove ourselves in an area like intelligence, character, relationship, and career and sport. Basically, it forces us to prove whether you are good or not. So it says that you have to prove. If you prove it, then you are good. Otherwise, you are not good. It gives us only two choices, as I say, success or failure. So that is fixed mindset. Okay, that most of us is having. Second is called growth mindset. Okay, what it says that it tell you to achieve anything, just try hard, need to push hard. So that means that if you want to earn good grade, you just have to study hard. That's it. It doesn't say that you don't play sport, you don't go around with the people, something like that. It says that just study hard, push hard, you will get good grades. According to this mindset, you can achieve a lot by proper effort, strategies, and help of others. So this book club is the best example of this one. 1 year ago, I was not able to convey this message, this properly with this clarity, or let's say I was not able to find good job. But with the help of proper strategy, proper mindset in the community of like-minded people, I am able to achieve that. I'm the example of that. So this growth mindset tells that you can achieve anything with these kind of strategies. It also tells anyone can achieve anything. So let's say someone join book club and say that they are having problem in public speaking. They are not having good grade in the college, so that they are not able to get the good job, something like that. So this book club or some growth mindset people, they say that just work on your weakness, rectify them, and you will one day you will get whatever you want. It also say that lots of people are wasting time to prove themselves. This is very crucial. Why to waste energy to prove other while you can be great in that time? We often do that. We say, okay, if I will prove myself, then society will accept me. If I get good package 30 lakh 40 lakh, then people will accept me. Why you should work to prove themselves while you can work on yourself, on your weaknesses, and you can improve in that time? And you are proving. You should not prove, you should work on yourself. This growth mindset says you should not prove, you should work on yourself, you should grow and rectify your weaknesses. Why to live with such people who hurt your self-esteem and put you down? So lots of us are doing that, or maybe some of us are doing that. We are associating with those people, or directly or indirectly we are doing that, but we should avoid that. We should be with the people who push us, who inspire us to grow. Why to walk on the other path while you can make your growth? We have been often told that do this because this is the right way. This is the right way. Why we should do it? And we can make our own path. We can rectify our weaknesses and we can make something out of our own thoughts, right? We should not have to follow the path of others when nothing is going on the way. Is the hallmark of growth mindset. Let's say if you are facing something in your life, something tragic happening, or you are having a hard time, and still you are following your own heart, you are doing whatever you like. That is the hallmark of growth mindset. The mindset inspire people to achieve their goal even in the most challenging conditions. So if you are having this growth mindset, it will inspire you, it will motivate you even in the hardest condition of the life. In the last, I'll say success is about your best self. Effort is the key to success. If you put enough effort, you will be successful. That's all for today. Thanks, folks.
Awesome, Rohit. It's an amazing presentation, and definitely, Rohit. So you told that that when things go tough, then you act, and that is when you test yourself whether your mindset is tough or flexible. So, what is a recent time, or maybe in your past life, where you could remember one of the things where you felt it was tough, but you could still follow your heart, and you felt really good after that process or that situation, and you felt you were more empowered, your confidence will improve because you could actually follow through and still follow through the passion which you had. Anything you want to share with us from your experience?
Yeah, if I share my own personal experience, so for past 1 year I've been struggling with two things. One was my job change that I wanted to do for a very long time, because I was doing the same job for 5 years and I was not learning anything. I was not facing any challenges. Everything was so easy for me that I was feeling bored, because I am having this growth mindset. If something is challenging, then only it will inspire me. So my job was not that much great, and because of that, I wanted to change. And obviously, package was also the reason. Second thing I was facing was my relationship. It was not having good time, but I was believing that whatever I'm doing, whatever I believe, whatever is my value system, if I follow it, one day I will get through it. And honestly, if I tell you, the job has changed, obviously with 100% hike almost, and my relationship is also in a very good shape now. I'm not saying it is 100% good, but it is in 90% better than before. And because it all happened because of the growth mindset, proper like-minded association of the people, and the ability to never give up. If you are believing something, then don't give up. That's your whole power, basically. Yeah.
How did you so Rohit, if I ask you more specific, so I know the mindset is fine, growth mindset, it actually feels good to hear, to be really honest. But when the things go tough, actually your mind tells कि ठीक है यार, जाने दो, क्या बड़ी बात है, मैं तो चिल मार सकता हूँ, कोई मुझे पूछेगा भी नहीं. And we convince ourselves eventually, and it's fine. We actually feel कि वो सही है. And because I know you, right? I've seen your growth part. मैं वो इंसान मैं खुद बता सकता हूँ, मैं बोलना नहीं चाहता हूँ. I want you to tell me what is that small step which you felt कि things were tough at that time. फिर भी you did something which was ideally normal people won't do it, and you also felt that कि चलो ये चीज मैंने किया उस time पे वो जो generally normal लोग नहीं करते, and that small decision eventually after 6 months 4 months you realize that gave you a very good output, and then you realize कि अच्छा वो जो steps मैंने लिए थे starting में छोटे छोटे जो that gave you the fruits. Anything you recollect, if my question is clear?
See, yeah, I understand your question, I think. So the small step that I did that most of the people won't do was I took risk. In simpler word, I took risk because I was believing this risk is worth taking.
What is that risk? If it's comfortable, can you share one that small risk which you took? What was that risk?
If you came to this much grammar level, let us say, I like one girl, obviously. So my parents was looking for some other girl. Okay. And she was also decent. I mean, she was better than this girl. I mean, overall from their perspective. And they're saying, because of complication in your past relationship, you are having good age and you should get married to this one because of it is better for you. But I was believing that one day I mean her and me, we will be in a good shape. We will be able to convince our parents. And that was a risk because this girl which my parents was bringing, I can see that with her, I will be more happier, more cheerful, everything will be more. That's for sure. But with this girl, it will not be that good. But relationship is not all about this. Like you are not buying some phone or something like that. It's about you are being comfortable, right? I mean, maybe you like someone, she is not beautiful, she is not earning, something like that, but you like them. So if you truly believe that you like someone, no matter how much they earn, how much good looking they are, or whatever their shape or size or religion or anything is, you believe in them, right? Because your heart tells you to do so. So that's what I did. I took the biggest risk. I override my parents' decision, and I am today able to convince them. So that's the whole point.
That's amazing. I didn't want it. I didn't want it to make uncomfortable. I'm sorry for that in case.
No, I'm not.
But
it's really is like my family. To be honest, my Karthik, you, Nikita, all these people. I mean, even the new people also, I treat them like our friend. Newly joined friend. So if I share something out of my heart, it doesn't make me feel uncomfortable. Rather than it make me feel more open. So I am feeling more open and more connected now.
Awesome. I really appreciate it. See, the first step, whatever you did right now, it actually unleashed you and you could actually connect with us. And I'm just seeing the 4 faces while you were speaking. People were actually feeling connected because most of us are in the similar age group. So we'll have all this relationship stress and this stress and all those stuff. All of us have a similar life, so we can learn. So amazing, Rohit. Thank you for sharing your experience. It was really worth it. All right. So we'll move to the next talk. Apurva, if you're online, would you like to go next?
Yes, Kiran. I can go next.
Is it possible for you to switch on the video as well?
Yeah. Just a minute. Actually, I was in the, just a minute.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Spotlight. Yep.
Yeah, I will be sharing my screen as well. Okay. Okay. Hi all, I'm Apurva, and today we will be looking into finding who we really are. Now, this question is kind of skeptical because you might be thinking like we know who we are, and we are definitely the proud representations of our families, and we are the proud generations of our families. So just to start with the gratitude towards our families and their inheritance. So I would like to be thankful for the health and the discipline which I have inherited from my parents, and the storytelling skills might be so, which I'm currently trying to practice from my father, and learning to make more mistakes from my sister, and the most important, being happy from my spouse. So we are learning constantly from some of the other people around, and we are learning from the surroundings as well. Along with the good learnings, we do have some not good learnings with us, which are ideally the patterns within us. So in order to, there are few things in our life which are not working currently, and most of the times it is due to the existing patterns. So what are these patterns about? So I'll just try to give you one example, and we'll try to see the original side and the reversal side of it. So yeah, so I'll be taking a very common example of procrastinating to exercise. So when we decide upon, so like the new year is approaching, and the most of the people will be having this resolution of getting fit, getting healthy, and they will be deciding to exercise. But why most of the people cannot stick to it? So the very first reason, or the most common reason, could be the environment, like the weather being too hot or too cold, just giving another reasons ki kal karenge sort of. The second thing could be time, running short of time, not managing the time well, spending too much time on social media might be. And the third thing, which is the again the most common thing, like what to do. What kind of exercise should I do? And instead, we just end up scrolling YouTube in n number of exercise and just looking people doing the exercise. So this is the current scenario of the patterns or the existing patterns. Now, how do we improve or revert it? So this is more towards reprogramming our mind. So like as the first reason we had regarding the environment, so being it hot or cold, it is very important to get moving. So here we can use the actual 5-second rule. The second one is more of getting over your time buster, like whatever time you're wasting over, so you need to take control of your time. So this actually gets more practice, and it is more towards, and here you can need a quite a lot of motivation, just like Power of Now. And the third one, like which exercise to do or what to do, can be removed by planning well ahead and looking at the YouTube videos or whatever health plan you have, and planning it well ahead. So this could be the reprogramming, and this could be used in every area of our life. But it is most important to believe this quote: you can reprogram, you can erase the old negative, counterproductive, work against new programming, and replace it with a healthy, new, positive, productive kind of programming. And it's easy. Erase and replace. Just being a developer, flowchart change kar do. So that's all for the story. Thank you.
Wow, that's really amazing, Apurva. I think the good part, I really loved your presentation. It looks so nice the way you presented. The points are not clumsy. It was like short points, and you explained it pretty well. So I have a question for you as well. A little bit of that question as like Rohit.
Okay.
So you mentioned in the slide in the end that you can reprogram it as easy. But to be really honest, I have seen in my personal life, even I've been struggling. There are few programming which comes from your childhood, which gets conditioned with your childhood. It could be the relationship programming, the way our mom and dad lived from our childhood, and we keep watching them, and the way current generation is, right? So there are a lot of programming which comes from our childhood, which we get conditioned. And the day we realize that that programming is a false true, it's a myth.
Yeah.
वो जो पहले था वो पहले काम कर रहा था, but वो प्रोग्रामिंग यहाँ पे आउटडेटेड हो चुका है इस दुनिया में, right?
Yeah.
एक है relationship which I have seen, which I also struggled there. One is money aspect as well. जो पहले के टाइम पे जो मनी का जो प्रोग्रामिंग था versus today, money का तो completely.
Yeah.
And sometimes we go to हम लोग कंफर्ट जोन में इतना जल्दी चले जाते हैं, बिकॉज हमको लगता है बचपन में हमने इतना पैसा तो देखा ही नहीं है कभी, माँ बाप तो ऑलरेडी खुश थे, इतना पैसा तो वेरी वेरी हैप्पी. एंड द मोमेंट वी कम इनटू अ कंफर्ट जोन, वी फॉरगेट कि डोंट वांट टू अर्न मनी, यार ठीक है एम्बिशियस होना पाप है, हमको ये करना चाहिए, हमको प्रोसेस में फोकस करना चाहिए. आई एम जस्ट गिविंग यू पर्सपेक्टिव. What was one programming which was stopping you to grow to the next level, which you identified in your journey, and then you started working, and you saw maybe at least 10% of growth, if not 100%, in the span of, let's say, 6 months to 1 year? If you can recollect anything, you can share.
Yeah, I think the very first belief, I think we even had this conversation, like I think in the very initial talks, like very initial conversations, you had told me like, okay, Apurva, just go and get the podcast done. And I was the person to stay, "Arey, kaun sunne wala hai," and this, that. And I was not at all willing to start with. And though I haven't started with the podcast, but at least I have started with something, and I have started one video for the YouTube, but I have started coaching and trying my hands on coaching around. And even so I would like to say I'm trying to reprogram my self-doubt and the self-confidence might be. So even though there is a thought like, okay, I do have the capability, but sometimes it's just like, array, see, there are so many good people around, and how will I do it without any professional guidance or without any professional certification, to which I think Kiran had already told me a number of times, Kiran, you don't need a psychological degree to start your coaching thing. You can just start off anywhere. So I think this is the journey where I have started. And like today also I have like coached two of my team members regarding just like general life issues and health issues. And I had a 3-hour call today with them. And I'm really happy, like, okay, at least I could do this as a satisfaction. I don't know regarding the alternate career or the career switch, but yeah, I'm now pretty confident, like, okay, I can start with this journey. And I think books are really helping me out. I had never read these kinds of books. All like my genre was mostly towards stories and masala wala stories, that kind of thing I used to read. I think that kind of reprogramming I have gotten like till now. So first is self-doubt, and second is changing your mindset and like towards reading the books. So I think, yeah, so my journey has not been too, like, I think what 4 to 5 months till now, but yeah, I think there is a great improvement because I have started something. So yeah, that's it.
That's amazing. It's really amazing to even accept the fact that there's something else which is stopping you to grow. To accept itself is a change, and then to apply and fail. And I know Apurva, the personality she comes from, I don't know if I'm right. She is kind of a perfectionist personality. Usko cheeze sahi tarah se, maybe with quality it has to happen. If the quality is not there, the execution would not be self-satisfying.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
इसलिए तो आज वीडियो भी शेयर नहीं किया. So that was the thing. Yeah.
Correct. And
Okay.
to shift that programming to execute it and then learn through experience is the first change, which is quite difficult to change and implement. I'm really happy that you started doing that. At least 10% of the changes I've been observing it. And
Yeah.
I'm sure with time you will figure out that balance, strike the balance between the quality and the speed execution, and then
Yeah.
you'll be unstoppable.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Apurva,
Yeah.
for
Thank
your
you, Kiran. Yeah. Thank you.
Great. Awesome. So, all right. So we'll move to the next set. So before we invite a few set of speakers and maybe a small set of a group discussion on an interesting topic, which we kept in the last week, we'll continue today. How about how about inviting all the new folks? So we have been chatting in the start of the book club. Maybe quickly share your name, profession, where are you joining from? Maybe one thing which you expect out of the community. That will be really great to know you as well. So Jay, I think I can see you on the call. Your video is on and audio is also on. Maybe you can start.
Well, my name's my full name is Punit Vijay Kumar, and so I just took the J out of Punit Vijay Kumar because I like J. I don't know. And my native is Kolar. Wow, it's too weird to see myself here, man. This is wow. Can I change it?
That's all right. We'll remove the spotlight. Yeah, you can go ahead.
Yeah, it's just like, like looking in a mirror or something. So anyway, so I just graduated BCom and I'm gonna study further. I'm doing company secretaryship. I just finished the first level, so still 2 more levels to go. Then I probably have an idea to do law, which might help with it. So that's the academics part of it. I'm pretty passionate about music. I play the guitar and I have a band. Then what else? What else did you want me to talk about? Sorry.
One expectation of why did you join the community or why we were searching? What was the one expectation you're looking for?
Oh, some knowledge and probably better communication for myself.
All right, awesome. Glad to have you, Jay. I hope you have a wonderful journey with us. Thank you so much. Great. So Venkatesh, if you're online, maybe you can also switch on the camera and audio and maybe quickly share. Yes. If you are comfortable, I'll spotlight you.
Yes, I have no problem with that. Hello, everybody. My name is Venkatesh. I'm basically from Kerala. My native is Kerala, but I'm settled in Bangalore for about 21 years now. I have 5 years of work experience. I've worked in companies like Infosys and Tata Technologies, but I'm currently working in a Denmark-based MNC known as Novo Nordisk Engineering. Uh, I joined this club today, and it feels great actually to be. I mean, the initial 10-15 minutes was amazing, and I just have one regret that I did not join this club earlier. I mean, this year has been pretty hard on me. I got COVID in the month of May, and I've been continuously doing work from home from past 1 year, sitting inside a room. I literally sleep, work, and eat in the same room. So I kind of lost myself. I lost my self confidence. I had a lot of self doubts. So I am here to rediscover that and improve myself a lot. So thank you for adding me to this club, and I hope I can attend more sessions. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Venkatesh, for an honest intro. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right. Do we have anyone else? I think Kaveri. Is Kaveri new? I'm speaking the name right. If you can hear me, or Manju. Manju, if you're new, you can also unmute and maybe share your intro. In Manju, is Manju new or?
Hi, I'm Manju here. I just got an opportunity to see how it works, this book club, from one of my friends, Soundarya. So I wanted to see how it works, what is the wisdom I'm able to gain out of it. So I also started putting effort to read a book, at least to get into that mode of reading habit, because it's always a unique than watching movies or series. You experience that feeling when you're reading book and you're lost in your own world, basically. So I would love to see you guys, what you guys you do, and how can I learn from you guys, and maybe how can I incorporate for a long time.
Awesome, Manju. Thank you so much. And what do you do, Manju? You work with Soundarya, or can you quickly share your professional background in case comfortable for you?
Sorry, I didn't. I don't know. I didn't get your voice properly.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Yeah.
I was asking about your background, your professional background, anything you want to share about yourself, where do you locate or where do you work? I think you told that you work with Soundarya.
Yeah, I work in Merck as a supervisor. I handle of 20 team members under me. And yes, it's kind of becoming your autopilot mode every day, login, room, laptop, bed. So because of work from home, there is no much of communication and interaction with people. So anything comes like this, it feels like, okay, it's very lively to see new faces, to the smile and the learning. So it is kind of interesting for me. I am in Bangalore. I stay in everything in Bangalore. So that's
right. Awesome. Thank you so much, Manju. I hope you have a good time with us.
Thank you.
Right. Great. Do we have anyone else? Kaveri, if you are hearing me, in case you've not introduced, you can introduce yourself, or we can move on. If I missed anyone, do message me back. I'll quickly invite you and you can introduce as well. Okay. Cool. So if none of you are, anyone's not there, we can move on. So I think last week I was hearing over audio that we're talking about financial freedom. Is it, Karthik? What were we talking about?
Yeah, actually, I mean, financial goal. How much it takes to automate their finances.
Okay, that budgeting, right? So monthly, all the distribution of budgeting. I remember Rohit shared his budget. He added everything, and currently with COVID time, he's hardly spending anything money, saving good amount of money. And I hope every one of you have done that activity. In fact, I personally has done that activity with Apurva. So I remember doing that activity, and I also remember, yeah, Apurva felt initially before doing it versus after doing it. Sometimes we felt we don't have liabilities, we don't have expenses. The moment we add all the chota expenses, when you realize that actually it is more 50K, 60K, and you put an average out in a year basis, at least 50 to 60K you will be spending if you're a bachelor, or if you're a family, then your expenses goes towards 1 to 1.5 lakhs. And the whole idea, when you are expecting that things to happen in an automated way and you want to create an asset where it can give you that freedom to do whatever you want to do, in a simple sense, is to learn how to automate your own income. And that is the whole struggle most people face. Some people buy homes, some people do maybe stocks, and whatever ideas we come into the picture, we basically tend to do that and bring the output out of it. So how many of you have done those activities? Maybe you can unmute yourself. I want to know how many of you have done those activities, and what kind of ideas you got, and what kind of things you personally are doing to fulfill that the goal of freedom. And then maybe I can also share what I have been doing and what we are doing to cater that particular goal eventually, and while growing and also taking the right decisions and the right choices for our financial well-being. So the stage is yours. If you can unmute yourself and maybe share if you have done the activity, and what are the expenses number you got, and what have you been doing to cater that. Anything you want to share with us? All good. We'll just do this activity for the next 5 minutes, maybe 5 to 7 minutes, and then we'll move on. Even in any ideas is fine. If you feel any idea you want to share, just coming creative to your mind. I hope my question is clear.
Kiran, can I go?
Yep, sure.
Yeah, so I think we had this conversation on, I think, 3rd of October. I think it's already written. And that was actually a trigger point. Since I want to automate my income, so what should I do? And we had made one plan also. So 2 of the things I had started implementing. So the first one was YouTube. So which I had started, but not into a real picture. And the second thing is I have registered my domain, and I will be soon building up my website along with the digital products. So I'm learning currently how to make digital products and the kind of worksheets. So the kind of, this was the experiment for me today, like the way I had given that reprogramming and that kind of thing. So I do have a worksheet regarding it. So I'm planning to get this article plus the worksheet, that kind of thing, just to monetize it, and using social media for might be promoting it. And along with that, yeah, coaching, I'm also trying my hands on. So let's see when I get the actual money. So yeah, so that's the thing I have started with.
That's amazing. That's amazing, Apurva. Great initiative, because until you start, how will you know which will work, which won't work? So starting in the first step. Amazing. Great. I think Anubhav also shared something. Anubhav, last time I done that, being a student and living in hostel, for me it was really different one. Okay, so if it is a really different one for you, it is a futuristic approach. The moment you leave your hostel, start leading your life on your own, maybe then you'll get the more perspective to it. Anyone else want to share? I think Karthik, you were unmuting yourself as well.
Oh, okay. So since we were waiting, I thought of asking Apurva to rotate the wheel again.
You're missing that wheel, kya?
Especially the sound it makes.
Okay.
Nice. So guys, anyone else want to add anything quickly? So so the question is quite clear. What are the implementations, just like Apurva shared, is you are doing, or you are learning or doing something which will yield you to the outcome of freedom or independence, which we all aspire in the some sense, that we can pursue whatever we want and then don't work for money, rather work for our growth, and money becomes the byproduct eventually. So anyone else want to add, if anyone is doing something different or any creative ideas? We have 2 more minutes to go, 2-3 minutes.
Can I add 2 points here? Sorry, yeah.
Sure.
Someone is going, they can do it. Yeah.
Yeah, so hi Kiran, Surbi this side, and I'm actually traveling. I don't know if I'm audible properly or no. I'm in the car currently, so I don't know how my network is currently, but yes, I would like to just quickly share something that I've been started doing recently. I take up workshops, right? So I take up 1-2 day workshops, art workshops for all age groups, starting from 10 plus years and any age, like 50 plus or anything, whoever are interested, and they're all beginner friendly, intermediate, and advanced, all of it. So recently what I did, I started I started art courses for kids from 5+ age. And I came up with my own art curriculum. I built a syllabus for kids, which is 5+ years age. We have like brain exercises, and like mood exercise, like we have mood boards, different colors, which blue color is peace color. That's why they're used in hospitals and everywhere. So I have these visual exercise where I'll ask my students to see something and then paint accordingly, and then I'll help them. If there is a tree or a coffee table that they want, I'll ask them to go around and see whatever you can see, and then draw, or their favorite anime characters or something like that. And I was quite surprised to see the results that I got. I just started it somehow. I didn't see it anywhere or anything. It just came in my mind, and I just happened to give it a try. And I was surprised to see international school kids registering with me, and that was like a good experience that I felt recently, that which I started. So yeah, unless we take an initiative or start something, we never know what response we get. So we just have to take that leap of faith, or a small risk that Rohit just spoke about in the last conversation we had. uh, unless we take that risk or an initiative, we never know what response or what outcome will ever get to see. So yeah, thank you.
Amazing. Really happy, Surbi, that you are implementing those learnings, and then you're following and converting your passion into production and monetizing it as well. And the good part is that it's not that you're doing full time, you already have a full time job, and still you're able to take out the time and then implement as well. Amazing, Surbi. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
and it is purely passion driven. I just want to like Rohit said, he's also very much into teaching. He loves teaching, but I didn't know I also like something like that. But it is just that I want to share whatever I know, or whatever I whatever God has given me. Like, I want to teach as many kids, or as many people are interested. So it is purely passion driven, and I'm now nowhere aspiring to earn anything. But even if I get it, it's a good thing. But yes, it is purely passion driven. So that's why. Yeah.
Amazing. That's awesome, Surbi. I hope you do much more better and better and great. And then we'll listen to more and more excitement in the coming weeks as well. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, great. Yeah, Rohit, you were speaking something. Then Rohit, you can add, and then we can go next.
Yeah, I think Surbi has had lots of good points. So I just wanted to add 2-3 points that are coming out of my experience and also from the books that I've read. The thing is that people, when they say the financial independence, most of us thinks that we should have a high earning and we should have good source of incomes, not one, two. Then only they will achieve it, like they will save it. But the thing is that truth is that in the last book club also I covered something, and that's true story. Saving is very crucial. Saving is as much as important as earning. So when you are trying to achieve financial independence, you need to focus on saving. So that means if you are earning 10,000, even 10,000, let's say, you need to save, let's say you are saving 1,000 rupees and someone is earning 1 lakh rupees and he is not saving anything. After 1 year, who will have some money? The one who is saving only 1,000 rupees, earning 10,000. He will have 12,000, 1,200 rupees, right? He's 12,000 rupees. He's saving 1,000 every month. So एक साल बाद उसके पास 12,000 है. But the person who is earning 1 lakh, he will have nothing. So that's the power of saving. And also second part comes after saving is investing. So you invest, you categorize your plan. Let's say if you are planning to have 2 kids, or you are going to retire at 40. So just calculate, and based on that age or based on that time period, you invest. That is very, very crucial. Third thing that is also very important is that get a high paying job. That I'm not able to get it right now, but that's my target. I'm getting a decent pay, good pay, but not high pay. So that you should also focus. I mean, that's one of the crucial thing. If you are selling yourself short, if you are selling yourself cheap, that's not good. You are not like company के लिए आप कोई वो नहीं हो, मतलब you are just an asset for them, right? So they will anyway use it. So why not use, let them use, and that also, earn as much as possible. Do it. So as when you are young, when you are not having lots of responsibilities, do this. This is my advice that I am also planning to do. So that's 3 points that I wanted to cover. Kiran, that's all.
Amazing, Rohit. In fact, Rohit, what he talked is very simple, and in fact, it is applicable to all of us. And you don't have to, in fact, do your own business, to be really honest. In case you don't have the passion figured out and you don't know what needs to be done, the least thing what you can do is at least save and create a habit of being disciplined. And in a lot of my seniors and also who have been quite successful financially and wealthy, they keep telling us ki whenever you get some opportunity where you feel ki you can become overnight rich, it is a scam. There'll be never overnight rich. Even in fact, something you might feel it is an overnight rich opportunity, but actually it is not. Every opportunity will have their own struggles and everything. Every opportunity will have the timeline of 5 to 10 years. So if you're not mentally prepared ki overnight success is 5 to 10 years, then whom are we kidding? So it's always better to develop that habit of saving, investing. Chota amount, 10% is not that big amount, but even the small amount creates a huge difference in the coming future, because that habit will help you to invest more on yourself. That habit will help you to invest more on your own business, maybe your own venture in the later future, which might give you better returns later, which you won't even realize. So small things create a huge difference. So thank you so much, Rohit, for sharing. And definitely, as he added, high-paying job. So when he said high-paying job, doesn't mean that you can only get high-paying job only from your career. See, 90% people are earning from our career job opportunity. That is the reason people connect with it. But if you are in your any other self-employment based setup and all, try to see how can you earn more income, because the more income you have, the more capital you have to invest in a bigger sense in your dreams or whatever things you want to do it and multiply. So that's an amazing thing, Rohit. Thank you so much for adding these points. All right. Great. So we'll move to the last section of our book club. So we'll quickly go to Karthik. Karthik, I'm spotlighting you.
Yeah. Thank you, Kiran. So I had one topic in mind, but since we came to this group activity, so I thought, okay, let me go back to basics, which Vijay has thought of about the Wheel of Life and 13 Dreams, right? So I thought I'll switch my topic. I hope it is fine. So I'll just share my screen. So I mean, before sharing, like we were thinking on the aspects, right? So everyone shared their own views. We are trying to do so many different things, creative work to automate our finances, all right. It's all really great. So I want to show these two important graphs which Vijay has made. That is the basis on, or the foundation, whatever you call, right? So to think in some aspects, it may throw some light. So one is this Wheel of Life, right? So I think 8 spokes, what this is completely given by Vijay from the John Maxwell team. So this is all their trademark, right? So if you see, the wheel has 8 spokes, right? So you have to follow passion, health. At any point, if you see, if you take some until 20, we have that WhatsApp forward, right? You have time, energy, but not money. From 20 to 40, we have money, energy, but not time. But after 40, we don't have, we have only time, right? So, that is where this Wheel of Life comes into picture. So the work we are doing, right? So is it indirectly making our wheel a circle or a square or a rectangle, right? So please think, let us think on these aspects as well, like passion, health, money, relationship, spouse, personal growth, lifestyle, significance. A lot of, I was sharing in one of our leadership, books from John Maxwell also. So a lot of people achieve success, but they fail to recognize that there is another level called significance, right? So that is where, that's how PIM came into picture, because Vijay wanted to add a lot of value to others, right? So because of whom, on which reason we all have come here and for a good purpose. So this is one thing which I wanted to share. And one more thing is, let me share the 30 dream list. Okay, so I hope you are able to see. So these are some outcomes of life. If you have not thought about it, this will definitely, I mean, stretch. When I saw this list from Vijay, it definitely stretched my mind like crazy, right? So this is a aspiration, some of the aspirations you can think of, and if you have anything to add on, we can definitely add it on. So I'll just go through it one by one. So if you take legacy in terms of wealth, in terms of people, culture, okay. So if you take skills, communication, interpersonal, leadership, right? So leadership, again, we have positional, obligation based, voluntary organization, right? So third thing is experiences of life, right? Most people know hardly 20 families closely, where as through mentorship program, you can get connected with 1,000 plus. Then relationships, husband and wife, kids, parents, strangers, and become a better person, time and priority management, overcome many fears, learn how to handle big groups or team events, become famous, travel around the world as a speaker, you get respect from the world. Anywhere you go, people want to meet you. Kids and spouse starts respect you more because you earned it, right? So coming to kids, atmosphere and upbringing definitely matters. Impact the world for a better cause by creating entrepreneurs, retirement, money, emotional engagement, right? Growth atmosphere. So after college, most people stop reading and learning. Here, you are bound to read and grow. Growth needs some people to be ahead of us, and PM always provides you that. Growth needs encouragement. You have a PM certified accountable partner to encourage. Growth needs that we embrace failing and we give you enough opportunities for that, right? You can capitalize on your learning as you never retire. Your experience is your asset, and you end up bringing your karma and get spiritual upliftment by impacting people's life for a better cause and creating a social equity. So, I mean, there is a lot of stuff which will definitely stretch our mind. So, when I read this, I had to update my set of dreams to a greater extent, in fact. So because I was programmed to think in whoever is around me, right? But when I came to PIM and Vijay gave this, it was like a game changer. So it made me think so much beyond. So whatever effort I was putting, I was trying to see if that effort is getting aligned towards this wheel of life, okay, towards this dream list. I mean, this was my personal choice. So that is what I wanted to share, Kiran. Thank you so much.
Amazing, amazing, Karthik. Thank you so much for the experience you have shared. Definitely, until you go through those lists are something which will actually stretch your mind in case just you sit with those lists and just ponder what exactly you are heading towards. And that's amazing. So I have one very interesting topic for all of you. In fact, people who have stayed back. And there's a very latest book launched by John C. Maxwell. The name itself was quite exciting, The Self-Aware Leader. The whole idea is to become self-aware. The more self-awareness you increase in your life, and that is when you could take the right choices and decisions in the right moment of time. So there were a few points which basically will make you realize that why would people quit on you? So in case if you are leading an organization or any of the place where you have few people to work with, and you see people are quitting, people are not responding to the level where they should be, these are the few 4 points which you need to ponder upon yourself. And we can compare these points and see in your organization as well, in a company or wherever you're working with. All right. So I'll give you these 4 points, and I'll maybe share a few examples or a few learnings from my life as well. So the first point is people quit leaders who devalue them. Okay, I repeat, people quit leaders who devalue them. And if I give you the example, because it's a very thin statement which you may not understand. Sometimes you might feel you are confident, and while you're being confident or maybe aggressive towards people, that might go to a different other aspect where people might feel devalued. I'll tell you an example. So initially, when I started my stint almost 3-4 years back with Vijay, and Vijay, I used to get Vijay coaching from Vijay for my business venture. I used to pitch a lot of ideas to multiple people to form an initial level of team. So I was looking for smart people who can join my team and help me to grow. And for some reason, I don't know what false ego or false aggression I had in my life, I used to feel if the person is not able to understand the idea, he's stupid. And how can I work with stupid people? And that in the flip side, it used to make me feel a little better. Ki, Chalo, theek hai, I'm not stupid. I'm following what is the right thing, and I'll make sure that conversion would happen. But eventually, with time, I realized that habit was actually giving me a double-edged sword. Instead of people feeling better after talking to me, rather they felt devalued. They felt not good. They felt ki I'm having a lot of attitude. I'm being, I'm being mean to them. I don't know what is the right word. And that drove people away from me. So instead of forming a team, people could never stay with the team for a longer period of time, and they quit. And that was the biggest learning through my life. I realized ki everyone has some good things and the strength. If I as a leader or I as a person can identify that and make people realize that, and then create a collaborative feeling after the end of the discussion, then maybe we had a great communication with each other. And that came out of experience while losing so many people. I don't know how many people I devalued. Trust me, I'm not proud of it, but maybe how that karma came to me later. But because I devalued with the body language or whatever it is, I learned what exactly devalued means. When I feel devalued, I know what feeling it is. It doesn't feel good, actually. Trust me. And you would quit in the organization wherever your manager will make you feel devalued. Trust me, you can't stay in the organization. I'm like, kya bhai, main to kuch hui nahi. I'm not even felt important. Why the hell should I even stay? I'll go somewhere people respect and value me for my skills. That is the first point. Okay. The second point, people quit leaders who are untrustworthy. And let me give you a few points where you might feel you're trustworthy, but once I tell you this point, you might question your thought process and your character, whether you're really trustworthy or not. So the 5 quickest way where you can see you can lose trust with your team members. Okay, the first thing, acting inconsistently in what they say and do. So if I say something in the book club, or if I say that I'm reading books, or if I'm promoting books, and if I'm not doing that, then eventually people can observe that whatever Kiran is saying, it is not consistent to the fact. And initially I tried doing it, because sometimes you become a super salesman, right? Salesmen, generally people have a negative notion for salesmen. They speak, but they don't do it. And although you might be a great salesman, but you won't be able to retain people if you keep doing that. And that hit me. The moment it hit me, I realized that if I'm not doing that, I won't even speak about it. Forget about it. I'm bolunga anymore, because I'm not doing that. I won't be promoting it. The second thing, seeking personal gain above shared gain. And this is something which you will know. The moment you know that this is for personal gain, for anything which you pitch to people, internally you will know your integrity or whatever ethics you have, that you are using people. And people will realize and they will withhold from you. Second is withholding information or lying or telling half truths. One of the biggest victim I was initially in the initial stage of my career was half truths. मुझे लगता था कि यार ठीक है सच बोलना है ना, तो मैंने एक पार्ट का सच बोल दिया है, बाकी maybe it is not useful for this current scenario situation which might hurt that person, let me just hide it. And I used to convince myself and used to feel कि चलो तो ठीक है, that's not a big deal. And this I'm talking in respect of all sense. For example, I'm pitching my business idea to someone. Now someone asks Kiran, what is the risk associated with it? I knew what is the risk associated with it, but just to make sure that the person doesn't get scared out of the risk, I used to hide the risk. चलो ठीक है यार, risk नहीं, हम लोग figure out कर लेंगे, but tell me if you're open. Then I realized यार, I think telling the risk and telling the challenges will motivate more, and I want people who can get motivated by those challenges. Those people are someone who I want to work with. That is a game changer. So even if you're withholding information, telling half truth, it is really, really dangerous for you when you're leading someone. And definitely the last one is being close-minded. So people will quit if you're close-minded, if you're not open to ideas, if you're not trying something new which you are uncomfortable and people want to try. And that's about it. So trust is just like a mirror. Once it breaks, even if you put the pieces together, still वो चीजें clear दिखने नहीं वाली आपको again. It will still distort. The third point, people quit leaders who are incompetent. And this is, I think, one of the most which we all understand. If you have your manager who is maybe a technical manager, but he doesn't know anything about technology, and he's giving you direction about technology, and you feel that, bhai, what is he saying? And out of respect, maybe you won't speak, but internally आपको पता चल जाएगा कि I think there's something wrong. And imagine this thing happening again and again, again and again. Then you realize, यार इससे मैं सीखूंगा क्या? If I spend more time with him, instead of learning, I'll become like him, and I don't want to become like him. And then you will quit on him, not the company, but quit on your manager. And it's nothing about, it's more of law of lead. So if you're level 10 leader, you cannot attract level, if you're level 9 or level 6 leader, you cannot attract any level leader which is beyond 6. You'll always attract level 6 and below. अगर आपका thought process level 9 है, level 8 है, so you will always attract people around the same level of leadership as well. So if you're incompetent in your skill, in your endeavor, you cannot lead properly. And that is the reason the success when you measure is out of results. If you see ki Vijay, me or Karthik San have been running the book club, how are we saying that we are competent? It's not because we claim it, because we've been observing. It's not that we're completely perfect, but while observing the results in the course of time, we're keeping on consistently. People are paying money as well. They're providing service, and we are serving people more and more, and we're empowering more and more people. And that gives us an idea that the results of who people are growing together around us is giving me a range check that, Kiran, I think your competent level is, let's say, level 6. So इसीलिए the quality of people you're attracting is level 6 or below, or maybe level 6 to 7. If I want to grow more, I have to work on myself every single day or every single consistently to attract more and quality people. I would love to have someone, imagine the dream is that we grow to a level where tomorrow we have a dinner with Narendra Ji, Prime Minister Narendra Modi Ji, and discuss about education in India and do a transformation about education. John C. Maxwell, if you have not heard, John C. Maxwell is in part of that education community of almost 38 countries. वो 38 countries के education minister and all the top management में बैठ के education का curriculum design कर रहा है country के लिए. And that gives me goosebumps. Even I want to go to that level. Maybe there, maybe in next 10 years, maybe 15 years, but definitely we'll be there. And at that level, the quality of people will be surrounding will be a new separate set, because I have grown to that level. That is the third point. Okay. The fourth one, people quit leaders who are insecure. This is truly amazing. This happens typically in corporate. People are so scared कि if something goes to some other person, वो बंदा सीख जाएगा तो मेरी what लग जाएगी. And there's a very good statement to give you this fourth point is, people want to work for leaders who fire them up. People want to work for leaders who fire them up, not those who put out their fire. People want to work for leaders who fire them up, not those who put out their fire on them, right? Isn't it? And exceptional leaders do only two things, which will showcase them they're not insecure, they're growing in their career as well. One is that they develop other leaders. If you don't have the natural ability to develop more leaders, it just is a reflection to you that maybe you're more insecure. You think कि भाई अगर बाकी लोग grow हो जाएंगे तो भाई आपका opportunity कम हो जाएगा. You're internally insecure. Second point, they work themselves out of a job. If I'm working on something, my thought process will go in a spectrum ki how can I come out of that job and someone else can take over, so that I can work on something else. I can work on something other problems and maybe coach and mentor this guy. And these 2 points, if you can learn, naturally you have to implement, then it says that you're not insecure, you're confident about your skills and personality and your abilities. You want to pass on to your next generation as well. So exceptionally to do 2 things. If you want to feel you're not insecure, just check these 2 things. Are you developing other leaders or peers around you? Are you sharing your knowledge, or are you sharing, making sure that someone can do better job at the same thing than you? Are you developing them? Second is, are you making yourself redundant in your role so that you can grow in some other role and bigger role? Make yourself redundant. Don't get a lot of dependencies on you. There's a heavy thing which happens in corporate career. You observe, बहुत लोग अपने ऊपर dependencies create करके रखते हैं. वो बंदा एक दिन छुट्टी ले गया तो भाई चीजें रुक जाती है. That only says to me, I don't talk to people outside कि भाई तुम क्यों dependency create. मुझे बस इतना ही समझ में आता है कि बंदा is insecure. He is not secure enough to share his information, share his experience, share his learning, so that someone else can come up and then he can also do much better. It's just insecurity, and you cannot be a good leader if you're insecure, because people would know. So that is the reason. So to summarize all the 4 points to check whether you are where you are to go to a level of good leader is, 1 is people quit leaders who devalue them, people quit leaders who are untrustworthy, and people quit leaders who are incompetent, people quit leaders who are insecure. So that's about it for today. Maybe next a couple of book clubs, I'll maybe speak on how do you retain people and how do you coach and mentor people. I think the learnings which I'm going through is truly amazing. Trust me, Vijay ke jo bhi professional material we have bought, it is mind blowing. Morning when I hear, दिन पूरा अच्छा हो जाता है सुनने के बाद. So I'll keep sharing all those few learnings so that all of you who are in teaching, training, or maybe coaching, maybe you can apply some of it and then get amazing result. So that's about it. I hope it added some value. So, yep. So do we have Saurabh here, Karthik, by any chance?
Not yet, Kiran.
All right, good, awesome. So we are almost today within time, and it's good to have less speakers so that you don't worry about much more time and you can, flourish from heart. So guys, if you prepare, see, this is what is the benefit of yours. You can speak heart to heart. All right, so I'll leave the Q&As for next 10 minutes and maybe we can take a photo also. And if you have any questions or any suggestions, do let me know. And yep, that's about it. Karthik is telling something here.
Kiran, we'll take a group pic before we go to Q&A.
Sure. So guys,
switch on your video.
Nikhila, Jay, Rakia, Venkatesh, Kaveri, I don't know. Apura is here. Apura 2 links to join. Audio and video separate. Anubhav. So if you have any books with you, maybe you can just share your book so that we can promote. कोई भी book चलेगा अगर आपके पास कुछ भी book है तो even Kindle है तो Kindle दिखा दो. So Jay, if you have any book handy with you can maybe just share one book, and Venkatesh, if you have any book with you can share.
Well, I have currently none with me. I'll buy it.
Maybe this will be a trigger point for Venkatesh. अगली बार मैं पढ़ूँ ना पढ़ूँ book तो होना चाहिए एक. Nice. Anubhav, if you have any book, you can also bring. Oh, awesome, good.
I don't have any book, but I have a diary. So.
चलेगा.
Okay.
बिल्कुल चलेगा. All right.
You want me to take a pic? Savana will take.
Yep.
Okay, say cheese. 1, 2, 3. Kachak. Okay, 1 second. Let me check if it is come out well. Yeah, this is good.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Karthik. Great. So how was the learning? Anyone wants to share any excitement, any learnings which you learned? Anubhav, I think you have not spoken till now. You want to share anything? Jay, Venkatesh, anyone?
Actually, I have visited here. I have visited here last time. So today I was encouraged to revisit again because I really learn many things from here. I really it seems like overwhelming when I come here and I learn new experiences which you people give, especially Karthik sir and you. This was the first time in interaction with Kiran sir. Really, what you have explained about leadership, it was really great for me because I want to. I have some visions in my mind to do in future for those kind of things. So it's great to be here. It's a kind of means it's a good one for me. And I also read some books. I was not a very big book reader, but once I got a one of my friend, she was a very bookworm kind of. So she suggested me some of the books I have read in like Sapiens. I have read Sapiens. Right now I am reading Homo Sapiens, but it's like ebook version.
That's nice. That's really
Yeah.
nice, Anubhav. And Anubhav, who invited you? Because I'm meeting you for the first time. Did anyone from us invited you? Or you?
Mitish Sharma has just given me that you can
Okay,
join
that's
this.
nice.
So,
Great. Maybe I can, maybe Karthik can share the list of books and you can connect me offline. I'll share you maybe a list of books and the theme and the outline so that you can prepare and maybe speak also next week, if that is fine with you.
okay, so
Right.
I think so. Karthik sir has shared some number here. like WhatsApp number.
You can connect. Yes, you can connect with me or Karthik, anyone. We've already shared, I think, Karthik. Karthik, can you share it again?
Yeah, I'll share it again.
Great. Good. How about you, Jay? What were your learnings, 1 or 2 learnings, and how was your experience?
So this is all corporate world, but I haven't worked anywhere. So this is all like the leadership and all that thing. I went to a college that can barely stand up to the standards of a college. It was not good. The culture was stupid. So this is all, I guess I'd learn a lot from these sort of meetings if I'm going to get a job at some company. So yeah, it was very interesting for me. So this is all new to me. So yeah, looking forward to more of it.
All right, that's nice, Jay. I hope next few years, once you be in that atmosphere, and then you can read it. अच्छा ये तो मैंने 2 साल पहले देखा.
Yeah. I
Deja
hope.
vu.
Yes.
I thought only my college is not up to the standards.
No. I went to the worst college, so I think yeah, the standards are way below.
Good, no worries, not anymore. So now things have changed. Association have changed. So that's really nice. Good. Anyone else want to add anything? Any questions you have or any feedback? Chachu, I think you unmuted yourself.
Yeah, Kiran. I actually today is too much time, right? This week last week I had done my CIR with Vijay.
Nice.
So it was a great experience. I wanted to share, but not at least not today. Maybe next week I'll share.
Pakka. Next week आपका topic fix हो गया.
Yeah. Okay.
Good. How about you, Nikhila, Zakia? Zakia Kaveri have not shared anything. Nikhila, do you want to add anything? Any learnings or any feedback or any questions you have? I don't know if Nikhila can hear.
Yeah, hi sir. Hello everyone. From the today's topics that I have heard from this community, I like that point that you were speaking about trustworthiness. That one of the leaders' qualities. That means if we are not doing anything, at least we should not speak. So then only that other people and also they feel that they can reliable on us. So this is the point that I liked it very much from today's topic. And one more topic is that about growth and fixed mindset. So yeah, from that also these 2 topics I learned very much. And then the other, I think Karthik sir showed about some some topics, right? So that one also I took the screenshot. I wanted to think upon those things. So that I really like that as well.
Karthik will share that in Telegram.
Okay. I didn't want to miss because I really means after joining this community only, I got to know about this wheel of life, and then we have to think in all aspects, and also I like that as well.
Amazing. Awesome. That's great, Nikhila.
Thanks for this opportunity, sir.
Good. I hope every one of you have the new set of list of the books which Karthik must have shared last week. If you don't have it, do a message back, and maybe Karthik can reshare it in the group as well. Good.
Yeah, I think Rohit shared it last time. I was not able to copy it. Not sure how he shared it.
Good. All right.
Shall I share again? I will share the Zoom meeting.
Yeah. Okay. Good. All right. Good. So anything else, guys? Apurva, Rohit, any questions, any feedback or anything? We'll end it today in between time.
Any learnings?
Venkatesh has not spoken yet.
Yes. So, sorry, Kiran.
Venkatesh, you want to share anything? How was your experience? Anything you learned? 1 or 2 points?
Yeah. Actually, the experience was very good. I really liked it. So, and whenever you were saying the qualities of a leader, I was imagining my manager, who is actually having most of the qualities which you were speaking. And I am actually one of the leads for the project that we are working on, and I really see him as a mentor. And it feels nice to hear the things that you said. Thank you.
Amazing, Venkatesh. You're very lucky to have a good
I am.
manager and then whom you can learn and get mentorship and coaching, and
I
definitely
am.
it'll
I
just
am.
rub off on you.
Exactly. Exactly.
Very nice. Good. All right. Good. We have 3 more minutes, guys. Any questions or anything you can maybe ask, or else we'll wind up. We have this week even 2 updates. Someone is speaking. Zakia?
Yes, Kiran. Yeah, hi all.
Yeah, Zakia.
Hi to everyone. So sorry if I was not talking much, and I'm not talking. I was not at all talking actually, because it's not my logout time now. So I was like working and even listening to book club session and all. So as usual, those all the sessions are go very well, and it's like energy pill for me, because recently from September project got started, and I have to work a lot like anything. So whenever book club or Toastmaster sessions happens, right? I have joined in Toastmaster recently, so it's like totally energetic for me, out of some box always.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Really nice,
yeah,
Zakia.
yeah.
Really happy that you're learning something.
Yes.
Good. In fact, we have 2 updates. I just wanted to share. One update is that we will have our PM session this week. So last week we didn't have because for the Shera week. So Vijay had given off to students. Now this week we will have Vijay coming back again on Saturday night. And the second update, there's one more update was there. Second update is Karthik's update. So Karthik will go live this Sunday, and he will be talking about relationship. And it'll be really amazing. Last week, Sahana had covered, and Sahana had this interview with Nikita and Tevin and LinkedIn, and this week Karthik will be there. So if you are by any chance, I think Karthik, it's 11:30, is it? I don't know how many people stay awake.
10:30, 10:30 to 11:30.
10:30. So if you are there, do attend, and let's make Karthik popular. Answering all those engagement thing. And yeah, all the best to Karthik. These are the 2 updates, and next week we'll continue the theme as long as we find something different. And yeah, if you have anything in your mind, do share with us. So Rohit, Apurva, Nikhil, anything?
Excited for the weekend. I'm a little tensed also because it's a relationship is a vast topic. I don't know what they're going to ask.
I think Karthik, you are already master. I mean, at least we believe it. You know a lot about relationship than we do. So,
so that validation only Sana can do. Sana, is it heavy, right? Rohit?
Of course. I mean, I can give
So then it's
1000%. I have never seen a guy so good with relationship. Trust me. I mean, I'm not exaggerating. This boy has some special, powers to convince people.
It's Midas touch.
And whatever you touch becomes gold, like that this guy is. Anybody he talks to like so sweet. Karthik is so understanding. Every standard dialogue I get that. So I'm very happy, and he deserves to be there.
Today was Nikita messaged me the event. I mean the description. I immediately like, what do you want me to? It's a vast topic. She was like, okay, we'll start with personal relationships, and then if time doesn't permit, we'll take a second part of professional relationship. Oh my God. One part only, I'm getting tensed. I was thinking.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, like, thanks to this community. If not for this